Hello guys, now here's another topic that I don't think much people talk about, but affinity mods. So now affinity mods are have a close relationship with elite gear because the only way these affinity mods will work is if you have elite gear. So let me go to my inventory and I'll show you very quickly. So right now I have no elite gear because I have PvP gear and all of my affinity mods are grayed out. So now if I switch to my tank armory, I am full elite on this tank armory. So if I go to my inventory once again, as you can see, everything's now white, so everything's now active. So now these affinity mod bonuses only work with elite gear, like I said, so it can be any elite gear, does not have to be the new one. It can be elite gear from 3 onwards, so as long as you have any type of elite gear. So this applies to OP items as well. So if I put in my OP head and my OP back, they are still all white because these are technically classed as elite items. Okay, but I don't have them anymore because I've got much higher gear which outranks my headpiece and my backpiece. As you can see, the stats are much higher. So these affinity mods, you might be questioning yourself, where do I get these from and what types are they? So good question. So now all you need to do is head to the tech wing, and once you come through the tech wing onto your right hand side, come to this vendor where you can see Dr. DeSanto and Surgeon Roffa, and you go to this vendor here. So this is one location of how to get these affinity mods, and you go to the vendor and it's very simple. So for type A you have the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So for type A you have 8 different mods, so you can choose. You can either go have dominance, health, might, power, precision and restoration, and then the last one is vitalization. Then you can have it doubled again if you have. So this only applies for people who have 2 elite pieces, as you can see. And then type B is if you have 4 elite pieces, and this stacks with type A. So the same options once again all the way down. Okay, so please note type B will only get activated if you have 4 elite pieces and it stacks with the type A. So now type C and D, this is where it starts to get more interesting. So now for tanks, you can have aggressive protection, debuff master, controller debuffs of course, debuff efficiency, that's another controller one. So you can either have stronger debuffs or have some power back. So increases your power magnitude. Then you have one which is for tanks. Every time you use a group breakout, you get some healing. Then heal conservation, so that's for healers. Priority heal will reduce the next power cost of the next superpower you use within 15 seconds. So you can pretty much hit your any of your powers and it give you that power reduction. Then you have spiked block, which is one that's stored when 8 lead pieces. Each time you hit blocking, you have 10% damage a nearby enemy. You have auto breaker, so this is for tanks as well. Each time you control, you have 10% chance to break immediately, so that's automatic breaker, which is good. Sure-footed, once installed, wearing 8 lead pieces. Each time you're controlled, you have 25% to gain 5% control resistance for 12 seconds. So any of these can be used for tanks. And then you have the power strategist, which is based off a group power heal for controllers. Field medic, which is based off your heals. Soul link, most tanks actually use this because any pet that you summon in any DPS or tank role, assuming you have the elite gear, 2% of your damage will be transferred to your pet. So let's say you had a sidekick or you had any pet, you will see this active. And then crippling stance is each time you hit, you have 10% to stun a nearby enemy, which is good. So yet again, tanks can use this it'll stun the ads around them. It won't stun bosses, but it'll stun ads around you if you're getting controlled. So now you might be asking, how do I know if these mods are working? Well, you surely do, because I'm getting that 1% dom, and every time I use a break card, I will heal that small amount. So now to test this out, I can actually put in my Aya and go to Fanaga and see if this works. It will give me double the ticks in healing with a group breakout. So the normal breakout for this rage, it heals me anyways.
I said, dude, you can't say shit in this
So
room, but
let's head over. So let's okay, so that is my Mystic Symbol 7. Let me take that out. There we go, that's better. So now if I use this, so if I take off one lead piece, we'll show you the difference. So now I need to replace one more, just bear with me. Nope, I do this one. So now if I go to my Affinity Mods, what? Still 6 elite pieces. Okay. So now if I go back, still 6. Okay, just give me 1 second. There we go, that's better. Let me drink a soda. As you can see, the damage absorption from the bottom city soda. There we go. And let's take this off again. So now, without the great breakout, if I use my breakout, I will get the first initial healing. Okay. So now if I change my armory back, and now if I take off the Mystic Symbol of 7, so I don't get any heals, everything's all not grayed out. Now if I use my breakout, oops, wrong one. I forgot I did not save that in my armory. Now I need to get away from this guy that's hitting me and slowing my movement mode. So you saw before there was a 1 tick of healing compared to just having 1. It's only 1 tick of healing. So now if I pull my Aya back in, I should have 2 ticks. So let me pull this and pull him. Get some damage going. Now if I use it, can you see the two ticks of heals? I got 8,000 to something like that. Let's have a look. Okay, did not show my healing, but you saw the numbers there. I got around 2 ticks of heals. So let's see that again. So now if I use my breakout ability again, so there's a 2 ticks, around 13 plus 8k, that's like 23k heals, just by having this actual type C mod. Hit it again, there you go. So the numbers vary a few times. And do it once more. There we go. Now 13 and 10k, so that's like 23k. So as you can see, having this actual Affinity Mods is very useful. Now, so the first way is that vendor in the tech wing. Now the second way to actually get your Affinity Mods is by going to your base. So let's head over to the base, and you need a vendor. So you can have two vendors. So you can have this vendor which has all of the items for crafting. So you have all of these items. So as if you scroll down all the way down, there you have it. So that's the second way to get your Affinity Mods, and everything is there, just like the vendor in the tech wing. And then the other currency is just like a repair vendor. So now to get these, you actually need to get these amenities of the marketplace itself. So if we head over to the marketplace and go over to, where's it gone, base items, scroll down, and there we go. So, and the one we need is not the soda vendor. Let's see, is it the soda vendor? Okay. So that is not the vendor we need. We need the R&D vendor, I believe. Or was it just sparring one? Sparring one. There you go. So you have the R&D station, which is over there, just behind the screen. And then the R&D vendor is the one you need. So I have already purchased this from before. So preview. So the one you need is the R&D vendor, which give you the parts to get access to this vendor. So there you have it, guys. Two ways to get Affinity Mods. You can either pay for it by getting the R&D vendor and putting it in your base, so that's there for easy access. Or if you don't want to do that, you can simply go to the tech wing where I showed you on the right hand side as you enter. Or if you're going through the meta wing, through the respec wing, then just keep on going straight until you get to the window, and the vendor will be on the right hand side. So that is what the Affinity Mods do. Okay. Yes, I do know some people may comment, why are you running dominance as a rage tank? I was a different power set before this, and I forgot to change them out, but I will change them back to both health for type A and type B. So I haven't gone around and done that yet, but I will do that in future. But yeah, that is how you obtain your Affinity Mods. Two ways, just to recap: tech vendor, or you can actually get the R&D vendor of the marketplace. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please remember, these Affinity Mods will only work with your elite gear. So type A, you need 2 elite pieces. Type B, you need 4. Type C, you need 6. And type D is the last one, which you need all 8 pieces to get the soul link. So thank you for watching. Now before I go, I'll just
Which timeline is this again?
okay,
All
Brainiac.
timelines belong to Brainiac.
As you can see, I summoned my pet. Now you can see this white aura around me. That means the type D mod is now active. Because without this white aura around me, I won't transfer 2% damage to my pet. So there you have it. Now I've shown you the type D mod works, the type C mod works. Type A and B will just give you the stats you need. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions,
Danger.
like again,
Danger.
please comment away, and I will do my best to answer them for you.